Hello friends and welcome back to another YouTube video. So today I have something a little bit different. I have a retwist and a fade. So let's get into it. So first you see me taking my cutting comb and I'm going too fast. Well, first things first, I did take my cutting comb and just brushed out all his curly hairs to make it easier for me to go in with my 1.5 guard closed, and then we're gonna get rid of this bulky bulk. It's been a while since little man has had a haircut, but you know, just bear with me, friends. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 1 guard. I believe this was open, and I'm just gonna go with the green just to get rid of any missed bulk that I didn't get with the 1.5 guard closed. After that, I'm gonna take my trimmers and place my first guideline, which is the bald line, and then go back in and clean it up. Once that process is finished, I then go in with my what is this called? My clippers. Sorry, I had a brain fart. All the way open and create my, I guess it's my next guideline. And then after that, I work in quarters. So I do the front part of the head, and then I do the back half of the head, and then, you know, same thing on the other side. But here I am just working out that line I created, just slowly graduating the lever closed and just really trying to get that line out. Once the line is out to my liking, I then go back in with my trimmers and then just get rid of any just the faintest of lines that still may be there. You can use the back half of his head as a guideline just to see where that line once was. After that, I then go in with my 1/2 guard and create my next guideline. So I do fade up. I know most barbers put all their guidelines in first and then take them out, but I don't know, I'm just different, I guess. So I put my 1/2 guard guideline in, and then here is me then taking it out. I did start in the middle of the head and then work my way to the front. It's just easier for me to see it gradually go that way. I don't know, I'll be all over the place sometimes, you know. Every barber has their own technique to it, but you know, just do what feels comfortable to you. But you know, just follow your steps and you should be okay. So here I am just taking the guideline out. And when it is out, I then take my guard off and just get any spots that I might have missed, or if it's not blended enough, you know, just trying to get out those lines. The goal is to put a line in and then take it out. And then after that, I take my 1 guard and finish the haircut off. No, take out my final guideline, or blend out the bulk, the rest of the bulk that is there. So because he is still a kid, you know, I don't want to say kids have lumpy heads, but their heads are still developing. So they do have little dips and corners into it. So you got to kind of blend it out to the best of your abilities. When I realized after that I didn't take out the line as much as I wanted, I then went in with my 1 guard, one upside down, and just kind of played with the lever until it could really get out that bulk, if that makes sense. And then I go back in and then just try to blend it out the best I can. He does have a little dip in his head right here, which is why it appears a little bit darker than the rest of the haircut. But, you know, just see me flicking it out. Little by little, it's coming out. And then, of course, to perfect any imperfections or take out any lines that I still may have, I put my 1/2 guard back on, and I'm just blending out any of the lines that still may be there. This is what the haircut looks like when I'm finished blending on one side. So here I am now finishing lining up. I spray him with Got To Be first, and then I go in with my blow dryer and dry it off. That is not a bald spot, by the way, guys. It is a birthmark. So all lineups, it doesn't matter grown up or kid, I always start in the middle, and then I go to the left corner first, and then once that is done, I go to the right corner. So I do this because I'm short and I have to work from side to side, but it does, you know, it's a little bit more tedious, but you know, we get to the finished product like so. So this is what the total haircut looks like when it is done. And then after I finished cutting him, I went and shampooed him. And right here, I just wanted to show you guys, like, the haircut is still here after you shampoo. The lineup is still there, no enhancements, just pure clipper work, you feel me? All right, so here is the retwist part. I did this off camera, but I blow dried him first. And then here I am putting my gel on my little wristwatch. So my retwists are pretty self-explanatory. Section out the sections first. Section out the sections? That sounds weird. But you pre-section the hair, then I apply gel to the part, and then I clean up the part, and then I go in individually and do the little retwist. I will say it is very challenging braiding, cutting kids, because I know you guys seen throughout this whole video, he keeps dropping his head down, moving it, whatever. Like, it's just, it's you know, it's part of doing kids' hair, but as you'll see, in the end, it'll be worth it. So here I am just retwisting them and just pinning them back just to get them out the way. He doesn't have that many locks, so this is actually a fairly quick process. And once it is all done being retwisted, this is when I style it. I know sometimes, or most stylists put them under the dryer first, but I do not all the time. I just go in and style. It still looks good, but you know, each stylist has their own technique. So here I am fishbone braiding his hair. I started off with a barrel roll, and then I decided I didn't want to do that, so then I started fishboning instead. So with the fishbone, you're literally just crossing hair from one side of the head to the other hand. I explained that so crazy. I tried to speed up this process a little bit because it's just such a long clip, but as you can see, like, I grabbed hair from the left side of his head and I put it in my right hand in those pieces. And then once I grab enough, I switch hands. So I pick up the pieces on the left side and then I grab the hairs from the right side and put them in my left hand. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm doing, because I find it hard to explain what I'm doing sometimes. I'm a very visual and hands-on person. So I hope this helps a little bit. I wasn't able to show the whole head because I didn't realize after I got most of the way down his head, I was just pretty much out of frame for the rest of the video. So I was like, ah, shit, I just have to delete it. So I got far enough down the head. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm doing. When I did finish him off, I ended up wrapping one piece of his dread or his lock around the whole thing, creating one ponytail and then securing it with a rubber band or two. And this is the finished product. Little man is fresh to death. Like I said, that is not a bald spot, guys. That is a birthmark. I posted this on TikTok and everybody's like, you put a patch in his head. And I'm like, no, guys, it's a birthmark. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. And of course, you got to hit him with the alcohol because we're not trying to bump city. And thanks for watching. Follow my Instagram and like and subscribe. Thanks.